And again, we invested. And 2 years later, Leonardo DiCaprio became a big investor. And now everybody was excited and everybody wants to get in. But it's always a little later, right?
Wow. Okay. So is this like some kind of innovation team or like a fresh additional turbocharger?
We just wanted to invest in the stuff we really believed in. And we really wanted to go after longevity, after circularity, and after exponential technologies.
Yeah.
And that was really difficult in a classical setup because a lot of people were just going like, why the hell are you doing that? And how is that? Now, a couple of years later, it's a totally different story. Now, today, yes, we say it's kind of the turbocharge.
God, so this must be so exciting. This is what most people dream of in finance, to be able to invest in the stuff you really believe in. Is it working?
We have to be very honest. On the one hand, it's all venture capital, right?
Yeah.
So as much as we want every one of our investments to be super successful, there's always some risk in there, right?
Of course.
That's totally fair. So we've done investments in OceanSafe, in ID Geneve, in TriPlus, in Famble, and so forth. And most of them are really developing on a very nice trajectory.
Can anyone join? Can anyone invest with you? How does that work? And why would I want to?
The answer is yes, no. I would say after the third or fourth investment, we got calls from a number of our friends. And then we started to set up SPVs. Nice. And we said to the people, we're not advising them or whatever. But we said, if you want to invest in our next investment opportunity, then you can by basically join Leva and throw your money into that SPV. And now we're thinking about raising a fund because we have a pretty long list of investment entities. There's a lot of interest, at least from the market.
Why is now the moment for something like this?
I think what we are seeing is starting with longevity. There's a lot of opportunities now materializing. On the other hand, when you think about circular economy and circularity, that is driven by regulation that is forming, that is coming right now. And when it comes to exponential technologies, which is kind of underlying both, I think it's just the time right now globally, right? So I think it's all of those three things coming together now, and that is creating a really interesting opportunity.
But are there any that you are particularly excited about? Because every now and again, you must come across somebody and you think, whoa, this I'm really excited about right now.
When we invested in OceanSafe, for example, which is a company in Bern, which is mostly doing B2B businesses with cloth that is really circular. They have won the Swiss Design Prize, and they've got amazing projects with Stella McCartney and BB Italia. And now people are like, oh, now we get it,
Yeah.
And the same is true for ID Geneve, for example, which is a watch company from Geneva. And honestly, nobody needs another watch brand, right? Because there's great stuff like IWC and Rolex and Breitling and all those amazing companies out there. But again, I think you need to rethink how they are produced, how they are done. They were really burning in redoing that. And again, we invested. And 2 years later, Leonardo DiCaprio became a big investor. And now everybody was excited and everybody wants to get in. But it's always a little later, right?
Isn't that really hard? Because you invest in something that you believe in, but everyone around you says, I don't understand, I don't see it. So that takes enormous kind of confidence and bravery at that point.
No, the honest answer is, since it's really only our own money that we're investing, we don't really care about what everybody else does or doesn't do. Now, obviously, we have other people who co-invest, but again, we're not advising them to do it. We're just saying, look, there is everything in there, including the money we're putting in there. If you're interested in, co-invest.
Great freedom comes with that.
I really believe in it, and I just want to make it happen. If it works, it's wonderful. And if not, hey, at least I tried.
Good for you. God, I love it. So tell me, have you been to AssetRush before?
Yes, of course.
Good, of course. And what's your for someone who hasn't been, how would you describe AssetRush to somebody?
It's a really amazing opportunity in Zurich where you can meet almost anybody, and especially people who are pushing kind of the frontier of the known investment schemes. I think it's just an amazing opportunity to meet all those people, to interlink with them, and to create new opportunities.
Nice. And you're going to be on stage talking. What are you going to be focusing on when you present?
We're talking about longevity and circularity.
Nice.
And we will have probably between 4 and 6 from our portfolio, just to really show to people what it can all be, what those companies are doing. And to hopefully get people enthusiastic about the future and about those opportunities which are really happening around us, right, and which we're investing in.
I think there's something extraordinarily exciting about having the freedom that you've got. I mean, what a privilege in the investment space to have that freedom. So congratulations, and I really look forward to hearing your talk.